Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. How are you today? I hope all of you have a good day today. So on this occasion, we will present our presentations with the title "The Characteristics of Colloid." Before we start our presentation, please let me introduce myself and my friends. My name is Raza Aulianuan with the last name number 063 and my friends. I am Marika Shairafi and my last number name is 07 and 3. And my name is Laila Tulisikoma with the last name is 004. And my name is Zahra Al-Farenza with the last name 041. And we're going to start our presentation. So the first one is colloid. Definitions of colloids is colloid is a mixed system that lies between true solution and pure substitution. The particle size is less than 1 nanometers, but the coarse particle size is 1 nanometers until 1000 nanometers. But pure suspensions are larger than 1000 nanometers. And we have a characteristic of colloids. There's four. First is tensile effect, the second is Brownian motion, and the third is absorption, the fourth is electrophoresis, and the last is coagulation. The first characteristic is tidal effect. Tidal effect is the effect of light scattering by colloid particles. Tidal effect can be observed in experiment with colloidal solution. Colloidal solution consists of dispersion and dispersion. The dispersion acts as a solvent which is present in greater quantities than the dispersed substance. Water is the only compound that acts as universal solvent. The tidal effect a mixture solution and the light. The light will be continued with solution. The second is a mixture colloid, and the light will scatter. Disparate particles are not visible. The third is a mixture with suspension. The light will scatter. Disparate particles are visible. For example of the tidal effect is sine your car's light when it's foggy, the spotlight of a film projector in a smoky cinema, and the left is the rays of sunlight filtered through the gaps between three leaves on a misty morning. So the next is Brownian motion. The Brownian motion is the random movement of microscopic particles dissolved in a fluid. The faster the movement, the smaller the particles. It can be seen in the paragraph that the particles move in zigzag pattern. The movement is influenced by the density and composition of the particles. Fluid with low viscosity accelerate Brownian motion, a temperature accelerate the movement, and the movement of particles never stops. Next is absorption. Absorption is an event in which a substance attaches to the surface of another substance, such as acid and base ions from the dispersion medium. Have a positive colloids and negative colloids. Positive colloids are positively charged because their surface absorbs positive ions from the dispersing medium. Negatively charged colloidal particles absorb negative ions from their dispersion medium. So the fourth is characteristics of colloid. We have electrophoresis. So what is electrophoresis? You may be wondering what it is, so I will tell you what is electrophoresis. So electrophoresis is the movement of colloidal particles under the influence of an electric pulse. So we have to underline the electric pulse. We have two varieties like positive colloids and negative colloids. So the positive colloid will move to the cathode or negative electrons, and the negative colloid will move to the anode or positive electrons. So the fifth we have coagulation is the last of our
particles of colloid. So, coagulations is the clumping of colloids to the laws of colloidal chains. So, chemical coagulations can occur to first as mixings of colloids with different charges. Because colloid to neutralize water and come together. It is because they mix it together, colloids. And the second is additions of electrolytes. Electrolytes can neutralize colloids and cause coagulation. Coagulation occurs when a positive colloid is added to a more negative electrolyte, and a negative colloid is added to a more positive electrolyte. And for the example, we have NaOH colloids. It's a positive colloid. Easily coagulate if H2S as H2SO4 or Na3PO4 is made compared to HCl or NaBN. So, electrophoresis occurs when the colloid reaches the electromechanical. Coagulation can occur by increasing the temperature and stirring the colloid system. So we have the example of coagulation is delta are formed when clay coagulates when mixed with a CBG.
So we're gonna answer eight questions. First question is colloid production process. Colloid production process is consists of two methods. The first one is dispersion. Dispersion is a process to convert a large particles into small size. These methods have three processes. The first one is mechanical reading, the second is participation, and the last is by means of an electric arc. The first one is mechanical. Mechanical is usually carried out by grinding or modeling to reduce the size of the colloid particles. After that, the hot liquid medium is added. The second is precipitation. Precipitation is usually carried out by adding ions of the same type to the precipitate, and the last is by means of an electric arc. This method is to pass a high voltage current through to electrodes. And two methods. The second method is condensations. Condensations is a process of making colloidal solutions, which is further divided into two types. The first one is physical, and the last is chemical. Physically, the process is carried out by changing the solvents. So, the second question is how to make colloids. The first one is iron hydroxide. Iron hydroxide is made by hydrolysis or condensation method. This one is made by oil, iron hydroxide, waters, and we will have the result is this reaction. And the second is arsenic trisulfide. Arsenic trisulfide is produced by double decomposition reactions. This one is pass hydrogen sulfide gas into cold arsenic trioxide solutions, and we will make have operations. The third is cold. This one is produced by the radic arc methods or dispersion method or additions. Radic arc is two gold electrolytes are immersed in waters. Then an electric current is applied. And the reductions of gold solid solutions with formaldehyde or hydrogen as reducing agents. So I will answer the question number 5 and number 6. Number 5, the effect of electrolytes on colloidal particles is to neutralize the colloidal charge and cause coagulation or clumping. Colloidal particles have particles with similar electric charge, resulting in repulsive force. When electrolytes are added, colloidal particles attract and absorb opposite ions from the electrolyte, thereby neutralizing their surface charge. This eliminates the repulsive force, allowing collisions between particles to occur, which resulting in clumping. So the answer of number 3 is plasticization is the process of converting a precipitate into a colloid with the help of plasticizing ion. Example: the precipitate or iron 3 hydroxide can be converted into a colloid salt of iron 3 hydroxide by adding a small amount of ferrum chloride. Ferrum ions that breaks the precipitate into colloid-sized particles, forming a stable iron 3 hydroxide salt. So, the answer of number 4 is a semi-permeable membrane allows any solvent, molecule, or very small ions to pass and retain colloid particle due to its extremely small and selective force. Ordinary filter papers allow small particles and most molecules to pass, but cannot retain colloid particle because its pores are large and not selective. Thus, a semi-permeable membrane separates based on molecular size, while filter paper separates only concentration. The answer of number 7 is a protective colloid is a colloid product. Another colloid from coagulation by eating the particle surface. For example, if gelatin protects the salt from coagulation by surrounding the cloth particles so they cannot come close to each other, keeping the salt stable. And the answer of number 8. The example of colloid system in daily life. The first one is milk. Disperse fat, dispersion medium water, and type emulsion. The second is foam. This dispersion phase water droplets, dispersion medium air, and type liquid aerosol. The third is smoke. Is dispersion by fine solid particles, dispersion medium air, and type solid aerosol. The fourth is hair. The hair gel is dispersion partial liquid, dispersion medium solid, and type gel. The fifth is butter. The dispersion partial water, dispersion medium fat, and type solid emulsion. And the last one is wall paint. Is dispersion fat, solid pigment, dispersion medium water, and type salt. Thank you. Okay, guys. Thank you for your attention today. That's all from us. Sorry if you have any question. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi